Why is nobody else protesting with us? We're not the only immigrants. Latinos are not the only immigrants. There's Europeans, there's from Africa, there's from Asia, there's from all over. Where are you guys at? Why are your people not standing with us? I know you don't want to call it upon you guys, but why are we alone in this? Go look at the videos of the protests that are going on. We are doing nothing with us. Where are you guys? Why are we alone? We support everything when it comes to you guys. We are always there for you. And this is why we Latinos are just different. We're different in everything. We're different the way we work. We're different with our morals. We're just different. This is why we're so hated, because nobody will ever be like us, because we are always there when people need us. But look at right now.
The American flag stands for compassion, kindness, liberty, and justice for all.
So Cynthia is on the internet crying because she voted for Trump, knowing that her father was undocumented and he got deported. Not only did he get deported, but he has stage 4 cancer. And I hate to be the one to kick someone when they're down, but to be on here talking about the American flag stands for liberty, kindness. Since when, ma'am? Since when? Because not in Black American history has it ever stood for that. Not in recent American history did it ever stand for that. And for the people who are the Latinos for Trump saying that, I didn't know that I was going to get, what about the giant mass deportation now signs? What about build the wall? What about Trump's whole first presidency made you think that this would be okay? And I'm sorry, I have no tears. No tears whatsoever. This is the consequence of your actions. And for all those other people who voted for Trump and got exactly what they thought would happen to other people, it's sad, but sometimes you have to learn the lesson the hard way.
As a white person, as a Black person, as anyone, how?
So I was going to put this as a comment, but you already have thousands of comments on there, and I didn't think you would probably see it. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and stitch this for other people who have the same thought process as you. It's not that Black people don't see this as a problem. We know it's a problem. We know it's an issue. We're just tired. We told you, and not you as specifically you, we told you as the country what is going to happen. We knew this was going to happen, and people still voted him into office. You don't need to talk to Black people and ask Black people where we are and why we aren't doing anything and why we aren't standing up, because Black people have always been standing up. Black women have always been standing up. We're the ones that show up and show out every single time. We're the ones that when people go out to a party, that was the latest conversation. When people go to a party, they don't feel comfortable with a group of people around unless they see Black people there, Black women around. They tell their children, if you're in trouble, to go find a big Black man because they know that person's going to help and take care of them. We know. We are tired of carrying everyone on our backs. That is what's going on. We are not standing up in the streets and protesting this because why? You say in that video, what if your family members were one day gone and you couldn't do anything about it? It happens to us on a daily basis. On a daily basis, our family members are getting slaughtered by police for nothing. Because of a Black man getting killed by police, the largest Black Lives Matter movement in history around the world occurred because of Black people. This is happening because of your people. Your people voted for him. Look at those numbers for who showed up and voted for Trump. Hispanics for Trump, Latinas for Trump. Those are the people who voted for him. We did our part. That is why you aren't seeing us in the street. It's not that we don't lack empathy or compassion. It's that we are tired. We have been there, done that. You also talk about how you are being hunted down and treated like animals. Let's not forget the pan-Atlantic slave trade that happened with Black people. And once we were released from slavery, we were then used as experimentation for medical advancements. we were treated like treated inhumane. We were treated like animals. That is why we are tired. And the generation of the people we have right now, like me talking, is because we are not our ancestors. We are not going to be repeating the exact same things that happened to us and allowing for you all to sit here and run us over. You guys did not do what you had to do to show up and show out and vote. I don't care. I don't know who you voted for. I don't care who you voted for. It's the Hispanic community as a whole. That's who you need to be talking to. You don't need to come over here and bring black people into it, and why aren't black people, and how could you not feel this way if you were white or black? Have empathy. Black people have empathy. We know, but we've been there and we're done that, and we're tired. And so that's where we stand on this. And then on your first video, your part 1 video, you also said you just want to go back to how things were. You just wanted to go back to when there was peace. If you think that there was ever peace, that shows a privilege that you have. That is a privilege that you had as not being black in America, because there was never peace for us. Never. We could never walk into any workspace and feel 100% comfortable. We could never just walk outside our houses and feel 100% comfortable. We don't know what's going on. I'm 34 years old. As a child, I'm taught, if you get pulled over by a police, if you see police trying to pull you over, don't just pull off to the side of the road. Pull into a parking lot, a gas station where it's well lit, because you don't know who's going to pull you over. You don't know what that police officer is going to do to you. You don't know what that person at work is going to do to you. That is what we deal with on a daily basis. So no, we have empathy. We understand. But we're not going to go parade in the street anymore, because that is somebody else's turn. And I hope that you hear what I'm saying and you take that in, and you go and you talk to your people. You talk to other people about it. You guys go out in the street and you protest to get him impeached and to turn all of these things over that are happening with ICE, because that's not our job anymore. We are done. We are tired. I hope and I wish you well, but it's not our job.
You know, when Black Lives happened, a lot of Latinos were there supporting Black people. We were protesting with you guys. We were sharing information. And you know what happened? White people started saying all lives matter, because they didn't see what was going on. They weren't seeing the bigger picture. And just because, yes, Black people have dealt with this, does not mean that it takes away from what's happening right now. Two things can be true at the same time. I don't really understand why some Black Americans are like above all of this and then trying to make it about yourself, when this is not about you right now. It's been about you this whole time, but right now it's not about you. And this shouldn't even be a problem between us. We should be working together, not fighting against each other like some of you are in these comments. Right now it's Latinos getting taken. Next thing is going to be Asians. They've already started deporting Asian people. It is not going to stop. And it's not going to stop, especially with this current president. Like I said, we should be working together, not against each other. We have a common enemy.
You know, I typically don't get involved in all this race baiting. I really don't. But I am so sick of hearing Latinos asking Black people why we're not out there helping. So, first and foremost, let's look up at the comment up here in the corner. Let's look at that. Did you see the comment? That's why we're not helping. Because even in the midst of this whole atrocity that's happening against your people are still finding time to belittle Black people. Why? Because they still believe in the delusion in that proximity to whiteness. Now, the second thing, I noticed what you said is, in this time, we are making it about ourselves. Now, let's think about that. You know, the fact that you even said that is another key reason why we are not out there helping. Because the fact that you can dismiss our experience here and the experience that our people suffer so that you can even be here in the first place, that's why we're not helping. You're not an ally. You're not an ally. It's just convenient for you to be saying this right now. I tell you what, as a black person growing up, you know what our families told us? They said one thing. They were so wise. Our people so wise. This is what they said. Sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. That's what you all need to do. Go talk to your people and tell them to stop making those little comments and getting on here saying things like, well, they're deporting us, so maybe there's no reason you can't get a job now. We won't see any more people on the corners begging for money. How about you go talk to your people? Leave us alone. We're sick of it. You know, I have Latino fatigue right now. And the constant threats that we're going to be next. Listen, we ain't going nowhere. We're the people of this land. We are Americans. We are not going anywhere, number one. And then we're going to be next. It has always been us. So for you to say it's not about us, it's always about us, and it will always be about us. Now, we're enjoying our little bit of a break that we're getting. But when they come back, it's going to be back to business as usual. This is nothing we have never experienced before. We're used to it. Now, you guys are getting a dose of what we've been dealing with since the inception of the US of A. And the fact that you are actually dealing with what we've been dealing with since the inception of the USA, the cruelty that we have, our people have dealt with, and that we are still dealing with on an everyday basis. And in the midst of that, you can say, we're making it about us, and it's not about us. The fact that you can say that is problematic, because that means that you have no real empathy for our plight here in America. You just want us to help you because it's convenient. Bottom line is this, young lady. When we were supposed to stand up, we did. We stood up in the polls. We're not coming out there on the front line so we can get slaughtered and thrown in jail for you guys, because once you get free and out from up under all of this, y'all not gonna fool with us. Y'all don't fool with us now. So don't try it. Stop it. Just stop it. Oh, I'm so Latino fatigued right now with all this.
Latinos, my people, and the black community, they're also my people. So, my gente, Latinos, they are now in a situation of asking black people for help. And they're saying that you black people, come out, support us with your voice. Please refuse this mass deportation for Latinos. Try to stand with Latinos, support Latinos, give your voice. That's what Latinos are asking for black people. They literally want black people to be on their side. Latinos, they're asking black people to be on their side. Latinos, they want the black people to support them. They want the black people to stand with them in this difficult moment. So that's what Latinos are asking. A lot of Latinos are coming out on TikTok, social media, all over, and they're saying that you black people come out and support us, because they know that many black people, they're citizens of the United States, and sometimes their voice can work in somehow. And that's why a lot of Latinos are saying that black people come out and support us, show us your love, show us your support, show us your voice, that you are standing with the Latinos, that you are supporting Latinos. So guys, on the other side, if you look at Latinos, like black community, on their perspective and what they're saying is that you Latino people, we want you. So guys, black community, they're saying that Latinos, we want you. We told you so many things, but you didn't listen. You just continue what you're doing. You just like campaigning, and now this is your consequence. So guys, if you see there, so guys, who's right, who's wrong? We do support Latinos, we do support black people or black community. So guys, those are two main perspectives. That's our current right now. Whereas Latinos are asking for help, and black people are saying that, listen, we warned you before. We told you before what's going to happen. So it's your fault. It's your mistake. So black community are now saying that it's your fault. It's your mistake. And on the other side, Latinos are asking for help. So guys, that's the two main perspectives which are happening right now. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you supporting my people, mi gente Latinos? Are you with the black community? So guys, let me know what you think. So guys, Latinos and the black community, they share a lot of things. They have so many things in common. They share a lot of things, and most of these Latin countries, they have huge black population. Countries like Ecuador, countries like Colombia, Brazil, like they have so many black people there. So black community and Latinos, they share a lot because there are millions of black people who speak Spanish and they are living in Latin America. In Colombia alone, I don't know how many, like I don't have exact figure, but there are so many black people who are living there in Colombia, especially the coastal area of Cartagena and those other areas. So Latinos and the black community, they share a lot, and at some point they can go together. I think it will be time where black people will come and support Latinos. Guys, I want to say one thing about mi gente Latinos. One thing, don't worry about black people to support you because black people, they have been warning you, they have been telling you so many things, but you didn't listen. So now it's time for them and saying that you guys, we warned you, we told you so many things, but you didn't listen. So now it's a time for you to get along with the black people, stay with them, be friend with them. Black people don't have issue with the Latinos, and that's why nowadays you find a lot of black Americans who are living in Medellin, Colombia, and they're having a beautiful life. So black people and Latinos, they were always together and they never had any problem for them. So black people and Latinos, they're together. And that's why nowadays you have like so many black Americans in Cartagena, Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, even if you go to like San Jose, Costa Rica or Oaxaca, like many areas. So you Latinos, just be friends with the black people, just stay with them, go along with them, hang out with them, and that's how you can be friends. And one thing I'm sure that one day black people will come and support Latinos. That's one thing I know. But you Latinos, you have to show support. You have to show brotherhood. You have to show that you love black people. You have to show that you can be with them.
Talking about some black people, why you not helping us? You crazy as hell. Cause last time I checked, every time we went through something, we went through that bitch our damn selves. Slavery, what if white people let y'all in this country legally, for the legal ones, is because they knew you would conform to white supremacy as an economic refugee. Right. So you didn't come here to help a nigga. You didn't come here to support a nigga. You came here for opportunity and benefits. Because in America, there's only two ideologies. Either your ass is pro-black or you conform to white supremacy. And you niggas been conforming to white supremacy. So a nigga don't feel sorry for you no kind of way. Come get y'all. Listen, if it's too...
Hispanic people coming on these platforms talking about they regret their vote because their relatives are being deported or detained in detention centers, stop. You're speaking the wrong language. You're falling on deaf ears. These messages need to be in Spanish only. Black people knew what was going on all along. We tried to warn y'all, but y'all didn't care because y'all thought we were going to be the only people up a creek. Guess y'all need to pick up a paddle and start rowing. At this point, anti-blackness and the desire to align yourselves with white supremacy has gotten the Hispanic community in quite a pickle. We want no parts of it. Until then, I can empathize with you because I have a heart, but I have no sympathy because you lack contrition and you are not genuine in your regret. We tried to tell you what was going to happen. That man told you exactly what he was going to do, and you were okay with it when you thought it was going to be people like me on the receiving end of the harm. Now that it's people like you, your family, well, what's that?
To the Latinos that voted for him, you will never, and I repeat, never be white. You will never be accepted as one of them, and you certainly are not exempt from the racism that is this racist-ass regime. When that lady put in her post, alligators' lives matter, and she mentioned a number, that number being 65 million. Do you know how many Latinos are in the United States? Approximately 65 million, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Approximately 60+ million people. So guess what? They weren't just talking about the illegal immigrants, because data actually says that there are 10 to about 12 illegal, undocumented folks in the United States. They're talking about you. They're talking about people like us, because we are not exempt from the racism that is rooted in what these people believe in, and frankly, the foundation of this country that was built on the stealing of land from indigenous people by immigrants that came here from Europe. But when you think that you are better than an immigrant because your family came here the right way, remember that this land was actually stolen from day one. So when you think that you are better because you're second generation or third generation because you've been an American for a longer amount of time, I hope that you never have to experience a time where you have to flee a country for your own safety or that of your family. So when you think that you are somehow not going to be affected by any of this, when you think that you don't have to care, what happens if you are next? What happens if it's someone that you personally know? And I know already, because we've seen it. We've seen the clips of people that supported him, diehard supporters that are now crying on the news because their family members are getting deported and they thought that they would never be impacted. You see, in this country, so many people lack empathy. They are unwilling or somehow unable to think beyond themselves, and then we run into these situations. Wake up. The proximity to whiteness isn't serving you, and it's not serving the community. You have to recognize what is happening, because ultimately, they're not just going after criminals. And all of this is connected to so many things that impact our community and frankly are holding us back, like anti-blackness and colorism and internalized racism. And if you think that these are woke words, look them up and you will realize what exists, what has existed in our community for a very long time. And I say all of this because there are so many people that have fallen to the false prophets of the world, and I need us as a community to come together and wake up. So if you're
guys, a lot of Latinos, they were supporting Trump. They love him so much, and they still love him. Although there's been massive deportation, there's been like so much things going on, but many Latinos, they still love Trump, and that's why they voted for him. You know, guys, when he was campaigning Donald Trump, actually, guys, what I like about Donald Trump, actually, guys, what I like about Donald Trump is that he's someone who tells the truth, like he doesn't hide anything. When he was campaigning, his message was very clear that when he comes to power, he will do what they call like mass deportation, and Latinos knowing that they still voted for Trump. And that's why, guys, many Latinos, they are now facing backlash. And they're saying that, hey, what happened to our people? And last time, guys, I was watching a California farmers, whereby many farmers who were working there, they were migrants from Mexico. So, due to the fear, or these workers saying that if they show up to work, ICE may cut them. That's why a lot of them decide to stay home, or maybe decide to go back to Mexico. So that's why, guys, a lot of Latinos, they regret or like they're feeling bad. They fought for Trump. And last time, even when he was campaigning, a lot of Latinos, they were with him. Like last time, I remember this guy called Anuel from Puerto Rico. He was even speaking like a Trump rally. So Trump, even now, he has so many supporters from Latinos. But on the other side, Latinos, there were so many Latinos. You can say like millions of Latinos who are living in the United States right now, illegally. So most of these Latinos, they came from Honduras, came from Guatemala, came from Mexico, El Salvador, some came from Venezuela. So the question is, who voted? And guys, you have to understand this. Latinos who have like US citizen, those Latinos who have voted. These are Latinos who has nothing. They didn't vote, because how do you vote when you don't have nothing, when you don't have document? So sometimes you should not blame Latinos for that, because the Latino migrants who doesn't have anything in the United States, who doesn't have any document. They don't have they don't have to blame themselves. So you cannot blame Latinos migrants because for them they had nothing. They didn't vote. They just come there to work. But who fought it? The Latinos who have been living in the United States so many years, those who have the passport, those who have the green card, and those who were born there. Those Latinos, those were Latinos who fought it for Trump. So guys, we have to understand this. I've seen some people, like some African reaction YouTubers, talking about Latinos. And last time we have seen this Mexican guy who got so angry and was talking about black people. Because guys, there is misunderstanding there. Who votes for Trump is clear that Latinos who have been living in the United States for so many years, those are Latinos who voted for Trump. Latinos who were born in the United States, those were Latinos who voted for Trump. But not Latinos who are undocumented migrants. So, like, now in the United States we have so many Latinos. Hay mucha gente, hay Latinos y otros países. They are from like Honduras, Mexico. So those Latinos, they didn't vote. That's what I know. Because in the United States, if you don't have green card, if you don't have passport, if you are not president, how do you vote? So the decision was taken by Latinos who are in the United States, affected the Latinos who are like migrants. Yeah. So guys, that's what happened.